This is the JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe.
Bill Belichick and Jordan Hudson are engaged.
Oh, yeah.
They're now engaged.
I love it.
That's what the word on the street is.
Go get him, Bill. Or get it, whatever the. Oh, yeah.
Well, what about her? I mean,
she getting it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when the Viagra comes in the mail, she probably gets it.
You think so? You
I don't know, but
you don't think she tosses that? Just like,
oh, dude, my mind.
I wanna know what love is.
Yeah.
I want you to show me. I wanna keep
the 49-year-old age. There's a 49-year age.
Wow.
gap
I
there.
thought the 18-year difference with me and my wife was crazy. This is
You ain't got nothing.
a lunacy.
Yeah.
Who cares? None of your business.
I
I think it's great.
Good for them. No additional details about a potential marriage.
It's I know where the conflict comes from, though. It's because Bill Belichick, he's so, being the mastermind of football, probably the greatest coach in NFL history. But you think a guy who's that specific, particular, and organized wouldn't throw it away on some hot piece of ass.
Right.
But winning football and a hot piece of ass, two different things.
We'll see what happens.
Do you think he's dirty for dating somebody who's 24? Or do you think it's just live and let live? Does it make him look dirty, like a dirty old grandpa?
No, I don't. She's an adult. She's 24. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
I'm more worried about his brain being
Elder
a little
abuse.
toasty, and her controlling him. But hey,
So there's got to be a prenup, right? There's got to be a prenup, at least. You know, Mel Gibson. You know what the most? And I don't know, what is Belichick worth? It's got to be a couple of $100 million. I don't know what he does with his money. Let's find out. I'm going to say
70 mil.
70 million?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. You know what the most expensive divorce is in the world, in the history of or maybe the United States? You know what the most expensive divorce was?
Tell me.
Mel Gibson. The lady he had the 7 kids with.
Oh, yeah.
They never, when they got together, I don't know how many years ago it was, they didn't have a prenup. And I think it cost him, is going to end up costing him like $600 million.
You make me want to smoke.
Because not only did she get half the Passion of the Christ stuff, but she gets 50% revenue on anything else he does, which is why he doesn't work much.
Robin Moore.
Oh, is that who it is? Robin Moore.
Was that the one?
It might be.
Yeah.
Might be. Yeah, like it's like a $600 million divorce. And counting.
$425 million.
Okay, and counting. So there's no way, I don't think Bill's. No, maybe. Maybe that's.
Well, yeah.
Who knows?
Good for her.
I've seen it happen.
And then he was with that other lady, and that's where we got all those wonderful sound bites from.
I mean,
I'll burn the house down.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You know, when a guy falls.
A pain in my ass.
When a guy, that's what I sound like when I'm driving past Devil's Lake State Park on a Saturday. I yell all those same things because I'm like 100th in line to get into the park, and I start yelling like, what was I saying? Forget what I was saying. Oh no, when you fall, look, here's the thing: when you refall in love or lust or whatever you want to call it, with somebody that young and you're that old, I think you want to. Well, look at Bezos. I mean, I think you want to give up the money and impress them. It's all part of the game, right?
Okay.
I mean, and I'm not saying she's extorting him. I'm just saying that's typically what a guy wants to do. They want to show off their money.
Okay.
and impress them and shoplift the pootie.
Pootie Tang, what a tie.
So that's what guys do. They lose a little weight. They go to the buckle, buy some tight jeans, and then they spend half their fortune whining and dining hot chicks half their age.
I feel like I've seen this happen. Right in front of my eyes, in fact.
Squirrel!
Oh, man. If she gets a bigger set of boobs, it's almost like I've seen it all.
You can always tell when a guy's just divorced and he's about 40 years old. They're always at the buckle spending about $800 on pants and shirts with crosses on them.
It's like, I would just love to hear the conversation with the employees there.
They're in there for hours.
Oh, God, here's another one.
Buying cologne, bracelets, necklaces made in China. And they're ready to hit the scene. Hey, man, where do we go to score hot chicks? Applebee's.
They're like, Danger said the Cheesecake Factory.
Hey, it's in the same mall. This is cool. I don't even have to repark.
Oh, my God.
Now, are we at the point where you never, ever, ever already want to hear anything else about Bill Belichick and Jordan?
Oh, yeah.
Hudson?
I'm getting pretty toasty
Because
on
I'm
it.
that way with Katy Perry right now. First, it was the Kelseys. Now it's the stupid Perrys and the stupid Belichick.
Yeah.
I'm kind of done with it.
Uh-huh.
Just go.
I hear you.
Whatever. Go have a blast, man. Who cares? But, man, sign a prenup. Holy Toledo.
I'm willing to bet that that he doesn't. That she gets the monies.
If I had to bet, if I was a betting man, I'd probably say you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say she's talked him. It's like, look, she's probably a pretty good salesperson.
I feel like
I
that.
mean, she's taken over his business, the business side of his whatever, LLC, whatever Bill Belichick is called. But she's trademarked, I read that she trademarked a bunch of Bill Belichick isms.
Oh, yeah.
Which are, I read them now, I can't remember. Cut out the noise. There's one called Chapel Bill instead of Chapel Hill.
Okay.
Where he's coaching, so she's trademarked everything, which is kind of smart. I mean, I don't blame her for that.
Yeah.
But I would say Belichick's kids should check in, see if there's a prenup.
Yeah, I'm getting a Casey Kasem vibe.
Yeah.
But it's also none of my business. But I also get paid to talk about it. So, do you see what I'm saying? There's a lot happening in my brain.
Yeah. I know.
Side note.
It's like trying to decide what you do if you hit the Powerball.
Right.
What would I do if I was Bill Belichick? I'd tap that ass. Tap that ass.
Tommy Lee's wife and Tommy Lee, they're splitting. There's a divorce happening.
Yeah.
There too.
She's gorgeous.
His drinking is out of control.
Yeah, that's what she said. They were together a long time.
6 years.
6 years.
So.
And he's got, a couple of kids with Pam. Pam.
Yeah. Pam, by the way, I love what her whole thing right now.
She is.
I love what Pam's doing. I just love where Pam's at.
She is in no F's to give mode.
Totally. She is in women empowerment. I am Pam Anderson. Take me as I am mode, and it's just wonderful. Anyway, so there you have it.
That's an old Chicago song. Take me as I am. Somebody could call up and sing that better.
But Bryan Adams.
If you were a 24-year-old woman, would you have any reservations fondling some 74-year-old giblets?
Yeah.
You would have a problem with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are we going to talk about? I don't want to hang out with old dudes.
Well,
I don't want to do it now.
Well, maybe he's a great conversationalist. He doesn't look like it at a press conference, but maybe he's fun to hang out with. You'd have to be, wouldn't you? Kind of? Be involved? Verbally, physically, conversationally with a 24-year-old? I mean, it looks like she never shuts up.
There has to be something there other than money.
Yeah.
Doesn't there?
I would think so. And maybe, what's the gauge on love? I mean, if somebody says we're in love, what do you just sit there and go, no, you're not? Okay. What do we do now?
Hey, man, if both of them are happy.
Look, I'm trying to get to the root problem of why we all have a problem with this.
dude, like I said, I just get Casey Kasem vibes.
Yeah. Control.
But also
Elder control.
Right. Why do we all have a problem with it? Yeah, it's gross. It's just gross. It's a 49-year-old age gap.
Yeah.
And there's also the weird thing of when you have kids and grandkids that same age.
It's like you're not aging gracefully. You're not by societal norms, but then again, I mean, I was trying to think. Didn't Tony Randall have a kid with like a 20-year-old?
You know, that's gross.
Mick Jagger hangs out with Leo.
Right.
Effing Leo, dude.
Right.
He hasn't dated a girl over 22 his whole life.
Right. Gross.
And he's in his 50s.
Yeah.
Well, who says it's gross?
I do.
Does she have to be 30?
I just think because it just doesn't it. I think it just shows some sort of lack of depth, doesn't it? Because there's a certain amount of life experience that you get being here on the planet, and when you don't have that experience,
like you're throwing it all away.
What are you doing? Are you mentoring this person?
Right.
And then if you're mentoring them, why are you sleeping with them? That's not okay. Then that's a whole nother conversation. I don't know. It just feels skeezy to me. But it's also not my choice. These are grown people. Just because I find it skeezy and gross doesn't mean they can't do it. But I sure as hell can look at them and be like, ew.
It could be some jealousy, too.
You know?
On
maybe Bill has a huge crank. Good point.
Well, we found out Don Bukowski had a huge crank yesterday on the show. Go, Pack, go. He's in the legendary ring of great cranks in the Green Bay ring of cranks. Don Bukowski. Who knew?
You know, and I think there's part of this, too, where you're the gold digger kind of
right
reputation.
I was going to say, if I was one of the kids, I'd be like, okay, well, there goes Pop's fortune.
Right.
You know, she's already shown a lack of, she's already shut Bill up on occasion. And so that one moment looked bad for them.
Yeah.
At the interview.
Right. Maybe she brings fun and vitality.
But if you're
Perhaps.
if you're trying to sell books, there's a science to that too. So they're trying to remarket Bill.
Right.
You know, Bill's showing up at, and it's surprising that he shows up at social events because I thought he was like a hermit.
Right.
I mean, everything you've seen him at a press conference. What do we know about Bill Belichick? Nothing.
He seems crabby.
He seems like a crab ass.
Right.
And now here he is.
Right.
Like Mr. Party Guy.
Taking mermaid photos on the beach. But that's, right?
Our brain's like, who's that guy?
Yeah. But that's all part of her, like, marketing him, which also makes it seem weird.
So it's a circle of...
You know what I mean?
Circle of control.
You're like, what is going on here?
Right. Yeah, trying to rationalize what we see with what we know or what we thought we knew are completely two effed up things.
Right.
And if that was my dad, so it's one of those things where the dad will either you accept it or he'll cut you out of your life.
Right.
Out of his life.
And I look at it this way, too. Like, okay, let's all be honest. If this was a 74-year-old other Bill, you know what I mean? This is another Bill.
Like Cambridge Bill.
Right. This is Bill from Cambridge.
He works in Cambridge.
Who used to be a cop, right?
Yep.
Is Jordan going to date him?
Nope.
No. No. She's after the notoriety of him and the money.
But what if they wouldn't have met without the notoriety? I mean, I'll just play devil's advocate. What if it was meant to be? I mean, I don't know. Well, so what's the alternative? I mean, you go on a dating site for rich people. I mean, which, you know, Miss Patty, I think of there are services out there where people will only hook you up with other millionaires.
Right.
Because it's people you can trust that aren't out to get your money. Sure. So it looks on the surface like she's a little gold digging whore.
Yeah. Because what
and her yelling at him does not do them
right
much good out with the world if they want to be accepted.
That seemed weird.
Yeah.
What 24-year-old girl that you know wants to hang out with or what is she? What was it? Is it 24 and 79?
Yeah.
Or 73?
Yeah. You know what the greatest example of this was? Who was the supermodel that died? She was dating like the 98-year-old.
Oh, yeah.
Anna Nicole Smith. And then she had to take the family to court to get some of the inheritance. Remember that? Because that dude was checked out. He was a vegetable.
Yeah.
She had the inheritance. But hey, man, ultimately, I mean, yeah, state of mind. But I mean, you made the money.
Right.
You can put it anywhere you want.
Totally.
I a believer that you can't tell people how to spend their money. I don't want you telling me how to spend my money.
Right. 100%.
Remember that dude in the wheelchair? I love him. Oh, he's so fun. He's sitting there going,
But I do think after watching the Anna Nicole documentary, there was love between them. Was it love?
You've said that before.
Yeah. I don't know that they were in love, but there was love.
There was caring.
She was there was some damage to that girl.
Yeah, for sure.
And he did show her genuine love, and she needed that.
How did she die? I don't remember.
Overdose,
right. She was like Michael Jackson out, right?
I thought so.
Like Prince, like one of those weird things. Wheeling him around.
Accidental drug overdose.
Yeah, okay. All right.
But
anyways.
Yeah, I don't know. It's wild.
Yeah, if this is going to be an ongoing, there'll be a reality TV show. Just like the Baldwins.
Is that what she's teeing up for?
I guarantee. I haven't seen anything about it, but I would predict there's going to be a reality show.
Side note.
Why not?
On my reels came up a clip. I don't know why. A clip from the Kardashians TV show. Holy crap. Khloe Kardashian does not look anything like she did.
She looks like a wax
8 years ago.
She looks like a wax robot.
Dude.
Yeah.
I was like, who the hell is that? And I was like, oh my God.
Right. She's completely morphed.
Yeah, totally.
Right.
It's wild. Okay. This was a wild meeting.
People, relax.
What a complete waste
We are killing it online. Have you guys checked the comments?
of cyberspace.
Smoke That Skin Wagon says, you guys are killing it.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast.
We're internet sensations.
Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.
There. Hello. Welcome. Welcome back.
Hi, are you my waiter?
Are you my waiter?
Where are my waitresses?
Waitress?
You are a waitress.
Waiter! Oh, waiter!
Today is National Waiter and Waitress Day.
But I prefer the term.
We prefer the term server.
What about tips? I make my living on tips.
Tips not included.
Tip is not included.
Showtime!
Cash. Give me cash.
What song is this? Why do I know this song? You know this song too, don't
Yeah,
you?
I do. Wow. I can't place it. Can you?
I freaking know this song.
You can help me out with that. I like it.
Yeah. Anyway. All right. National Waitstaff Day.
What do I do?
I had great service yesterday at Monk's. Thank you to our wonderful server. All right, here we go. Let's do a little timeline. 100 AD. Peasants traveling several days at a time to bring their goods into Rome, city markets, would stay at inns along the way, with the innkeeper and his family doing the cooking and serving of the meals. This was kind of the first, like wait staffs, if you will. 1787, the French Revolution changes the restaurant scene. Chefs who lost their jobs in aristocratic homes after the French Revolution banned guilds starting their own restaurants, introducing a style of fine dining based on their experiences in private chateaux and manor houses. In the 1800s, the restaurant industry grows. New transportation options like trains and automobiles fueled a rise in European luxury travel and tourism, which in turn created a greater demand for restaurants. In the 1900s, we started getting chain restaurants, beginning with White Castle and White Tower.
Ponderosa.
Two popular hamburger restaurants in the early 1900s, the restaurant industry would become transformed by the end of the 20th century. All right, so National Waitstaff Day activities. Number 1, go out to eat.
Be prepared for assholes.
What kind of assholes? Some people go out to eat every day, and some people only dine out on special occasions, whatever camp you fall on. National Waitstaff Day is a fabulous day to hang up your apron and head out to a restaurant.
You know, the people that are really good at those jobs are really good at what they do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I'm trying to say. They make it look easy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just classy. They've memorized the menu. They've been there probably for a certain amount of time, but they just make it part of a great experience.
Return of the Mac.
Yes.
Is the name of the song.
Return of the Mac.
Uh-huh.
I guess I didn't know that.
Yep. Dude, we even got some come on nows.
Oh, no.
Dude, the disappointment radiating.
Who was the artist? Who was the artist? Probably got Mac in it somewhere.
Mark Morrison.
Oh, I have no clue. What year was that?
Return of the Mac.
Return of the Mac. Okay.
1996.
Yeah, I have to bone up on that one. Well, I was still in top 40. I don't remember that one. What was the song called?
Return of the Mac.
Oh, that was the name of the song.
Yeah.
Huh. All right, it was the album or something. All right, I'll investigate.
Song recorded by British R&B singer Mark Morrison. As the third single from his debut album of the same name. Okay. Anyway, tip generously on National Waitstaff Day. And give a little compliment to your server.
Buy yourself some nice, comfortable shoes.
Okay, here we go. Also, today, it is Eat More Fruits and Vegetables Day.
Yeah.
Man, it is my favorite food group. I love fruits and vegetables.
Love the grapes. We had a lot of grapes at my house.
Oh, yeah?
We always got a big bowl of grapes in the fridge. Good snacking food.
I have not had the grapes around lately. They've been expensive. Maybe they've come down in price now.
I don't know. We don't care. I always forget about how much I miss grapes until I'm eating grapes.
I'm hooked on the cuties right now. The cuties be fire. Fire.
Grapes and hot honey. That's what we're gorging on at my house.
And then we always got the greens in the fridge. Always got the greens.
Celery and peanut butter are a must in our house. Yes.
Bananas, cuties, and apples and greens. Always in the fridge.
How about that?
Always. End of the world day?
Hello, it's your president. No, I don't. End of the world day. Something we don't know?
Don't trigger people. God dang it. Commemorates the day when the apocalypse was to happen in 2011. An American radio host and then president of the family radio Christian network, Harold Camping, warned the world of the approaching apocalypse as per the Bible or Bible.
Well, everybody's been a little off on their predictions.
Everybody's been a little off.
just a bit outside.
He claimed that the rapture and the judgment day would occur on May 21st, 2011. The day that Christians would ascend to heaven. Oh, hey, I seem to remember people faking the rapture now. Like leaving clothes outside and stuff. I remember now. He also declared that the end of the world would take place 5 months after that on October 21st. Yeah. Camping said May 21st would be the date of the rapture beyond the shadow of doubt. Oh, and the event was to unfold at 6 p.m. local time.
Well, the Bible says no one will know when the end is come, but it'll just be some weird random Thursday in September when you least expect it. I'm out mowing the yard. And I get vaporized. But first, I hear a voice that says, "Do not mow in flip-flops." And then I get vaporized. Then I'm in heaven with Abe Lincoln and Muhammad Ali.
It's a weird place here, Brian.
Like, what's up, bruh?
Oh, no.
They're like, oh, heaven just went to hell.
Camping died at the age of 92 a couple years later.
Who did?
The guy that predicted the end of the world was today.
Stupid guys.
End of the world activities, number 1, evaluate your life. Thanks.
I've taken stock. I'm stressed out, and I need to go golf. Okay, good meeting.
If you knew for sure the world would end tomorrow, what would you want from your life? This day is an excellent day to reflect on that point.
Okay, fair enough.
I like that. Number 2, put your affairs in order.
Yep.
People who leave the world without writing a will create a slew of problems for their families.
It's true.
End of the world day is a good opportunity to write your will.
Right.
So I'm just going to be like, who wants my debt?
Right.
Number 3, party like never before.
1999.
The world has been predicted to end at the start of 2000, so some people chose to go out in style by wild partying. Even though the world might not end today, it's still a fitting chance to party. That's funny. All right. Well, figure out what you're going to do.
Well, thank God they didn't have nukes during Hitler's reign. Thank God that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Or that would have been problematic. It might have been the end for a lot of people. For a lot of people. Anyways.
Stop.
Whatever.
We thought uploading to the cloud was something completely different. The JJO Morning Show Podcast. Johnny and D, JJO.
We've had the Wienermobile people in here. What was it? Sausage Sam? No, Sammer Sausage was her name.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, they're amazing.
She was fantastic.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Wiener.
Thank you. The Indy 500 is going to host the first ever Oscar Mayer Wienermobile race.
Yeah. Gentlemen, start your wiener.
Yeah.
That's badass.
The 6 iconic Wienermobiles going to come to town for the inaugural Weinie 500.
There's only 6?
Yeah.
I thought there were more than that.
Weinie 500.
The Weinie 500. So,
the first time in a decade, all 6 vehicles in the company fleet will be at the same location.
No kidding.
And it's the first time they've ever raced.
Oh, wow. Wow. I wonder if they're going to let real race car drivers in them, or they're going to let the college kids do it.
Each Wienermobile will represent a regional favorite.
Wouldn't it be funny if Lewis Hamilton was in a Wiener race suit in there with a helmet on?
I don't know who that is.
That's an F1 guy.
Oh. Anyway, he sounds nice.
You know, Max Verstappen. Whenever I'm at the TV watching F1, I go, come on, Max Verstappen. But anyways.
Each Wienermobile will represent a regional favorite. The New York dog for the east, the Slaw dog for the southeast, the Chili dog for the south, the Chicago dog for the Midwest, Seattle dog for the Northwest, and the Sonoran dog for the Southwest. The race is going to be streamed on the Fox Sports app, with highlights being shown during Sunday's pre-race show.
It's like the racing sausages. Everybody's got a name.
I'm sure you'll be able to bet on this and lose your savings. Anyway.
Pretty badass.
How exciting. Give me PC too. What's this?
Ladies and gentlemen, start your wieners. Today, the rubber hits the bun as Oscar Mayer's legendary Wienermobile fleet relishes the chance to catch up with speed. No buns left behind. It's high-octane history in the making. So buckle up, hold your mustard, and get ready for a Frank-tastic ride.
Frank-tastic.
If you come in last, you didn't cut the mustard.
It's true.
Well, that'll be a sight to see. I wonder if they're factory governed. Probably won't be able to go that fast. Well, they wouldn't go that fast anyway.
It says here.
They got little V6s in them.
The Wienermobile.
No.
Can reach a speed of 110 miles an hour.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
No idea.
However, its 0 to 60 mile per hour time is relatively slow at 24.81 seconds.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they look heavy. I mean, does it say what the weight is on one of those things?
No.
You have a little.
I mean, I probably could.
That's funny. 24 seconds. Oh, my God. That's forever. A dump truck would get there quicker.
The Wienermobile weighs.
Let me guess. 40. No, they're not steel. I'm going to say 3,111 pounds, 12 ounces.
14,050 pounds.
Oh, they are steel. Are you serious?
That's a lot.
That's a tank.
Dude, that is a lot. Holy crap.
All right, well, that explains the 24 seconds.
It certainly does.
Like, what are they got a wind up engine in there? What is that thing?
Holy crud.
They got a Briggs and Stratton in there? What's going on? That is funny.
That translates to about 140,050 hot dogs.
Oh.
That's what it says here.
That's cool math. That is unbelievable. So you're not going to get a speeding ticket in a Wienermobile, the Weinie 500.
This one, hold on. Now this one says.
Actually, you want a pro driver in there. You want kids in there duking it out.
11 feet tall, 27 feet long, 8 feet wide, and 14,050 pounds.
Wiener.
Wowzers.
Imagine that. You're a kid, college kid, racing in front of 500,000 people at the Indy 500, the Weinie 500. Amazing.
So
cool. It's a as we call it, a sausage party.
Yeah, the Wienermobile drivers are known as hot doggers.
Hot doggers, that's right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't think you're going to need a draft in a Wienermobile. I don't think that's such a thing.
Right.
You know what drafting is in racing? You get. Well, what's that look?
Yes, I do know what drafting
okay.
is.
Well, I didn't know. I don't know. Well, what
Just because I don't know the names of racers doesn't mean.
What is drafting?
It's when you go. Whoosh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's called a slingshot.
You have to make the sound effect, or it doesn't.
Shake.
Yeah.
And bake.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You have to make the sound effect, or it doesn't count.
Let's hear it. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And engage.
Mm-hmm. Trying to find who the hell's driving them.
It's got to be the kids. Got to be the kids, doesn't it?
Why can't I find who's driving
Finally,
them?
a reason to tune into the Indy 500.
That's not your jam, huh?
No, I don't mind it. Most days I forget. When is it? This weekend? Is it Monday? I always forget it's on. I'm usually not home. No, it's
going to host Carb Day, Friday, May 23rd. So it's this Friday.
Yeah, it's okay. It's this weekend. So
it's this weekend, and then I think Sunday's the big.
Yeah, okay. So the Wienermobiles run on Friday?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Carb Day.
Carb Day.
That's funny. Why the hell can't I find who the hell's driving?
Trying to draft behind a giant bun.
I know.
It's pretty ridiculous.
I think it's pretty cute.
I love it. I love it more than anything in life.
I think it's pretty cute.
I love it.
Okay.
That's great. Now I want a Wienermobile. Then in the winner circle, they drink milk at the Indy 500 after. It'd be funny if they had a giant ketchup drop on them.
Do you drink milk with your hot dogs?
I mean, I will. I love milk. I love cold milk. It's my favorite.
God, I haven't drank cold milk in a long time.
Oh, really? Oh, my goodness.
I'm having a realization right now. Well, because I have a protein shake every morning, and I have it's a strawberry milkshake one, and I feel like that's where I've been getting like my milk fix. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm like, oh my God, I haven't had a glass of just white milk in a long time.
Milk.
Yeah.
Get some 1% at Quick Trip. I always get the little guy.
Yeah.
You know, I always wash one down to get a little protein.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Love it.
It's because you get one of them brownies at Quick Trip. You have to get a cold milk to go with it. It's just the way life is.
Yeah.
Sorry for all you lactose intolerant folks.
Man, this is great. The Wienermobile. The Weinie 500. That is that sounds hilarious. Just talking about it's hilarious. We kind of need this right now. The world is in chaos.
Dude, it's end of the world day.
End of the world day.
The Weinie 500.
Yes, we need a Weinie 500.
dumbing down your smartphone. One podcast at a time. Listen, rate, and subscribe to the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
This is quite the story.
Welcome to ABC4 News at 5 on a Monday. I'm Brian McElhatton.
And I'm Sarah Murphy. We're glad you're here with us this evening.
Thanks,
we begin with
Sarah.
this. Unified Police are sharing new information on a Mill Creek family who say a man held them hostage for 6 months, claiming he's part of a cartel.
Well, our Jonathan May is live in Mill Creek covering the story for us. Now, Jonathan, police say the suspect is in custody. How did the family get free here?
Well, Brian, Sarah, in a 911 call from one of the family members, they told police they had Dominic Christopher Garcia, 23-year-old Dominic Christopher Garcia, held at gunpoint. Yeah. Police then arrived to take him into custody. It's still unclear, however, why it took 6 months for the family to call for help.
We'll take some time till we get more in depth of, kind of why the family possibly wasn't reaching out, or, if they were, to who, and maybe why those people didn't report it.
Police arrived to the area of 2300 East, 2900 South on May 17th. Now they're putting together the pieces. Police say the father told them at times Garcia would come home covered in blood and tell him that it was from business.
There was a very limited time that this individual allowed these people out of the home. It's my understanding at most times it was 2 hours outside of the home.
Garcia faces a slew of charges in Salt Lake County, like 7 counts of aggravated assault and 7 counts of aggravated kidnapping. Police say Garcia moved into the family's home at the start of the year after a relationship with one of the victims.
He forced one of the victims to purchase a firearms during a month-long road trip that he actually took the entire family on throughout the state of Utah.
Detectives believe he created an atmosphere of fear and control, allegedly falsely claiming he's part of the cartel.
He was physically abusing the victims, including holding the victim's head underwater in an ice bowl as punishment.
And he's accused of telling the family if 7 his people are watching and any defiance could lead to their deaths.
Coercion is different. I can't speak on this family in particular. I think that will come through in the interview process, but coercion can work for different people in different capacities at all times.
And reading through court documents, Garcia allegedly told police that he made everything up, saying, quote, he did not know how to stop it and was afraid, quote, they would not like him. Reporting live in Mill Creek, Jonathan May, ABC4 News.
Okay.
Dude.
Thanks for playing nutball. Appreciate it.
Dude.
Yeah, his family. So they were afraid they were going to be killed.
Right.
If they said something, or they went against a guy.
Yeah.
The cartel, they're going to come and wipe you all out.
Totally. So he basically held them hostage.
And they fell for it.
For 6 months, and they fell for it.
Yeah, they got to leave. Well, what they said, a couple hours a day.
Hours,
but they were scared to death.
Yeah.
Strange.
How wild is that?
That sounds like some weird college frat pledge.
Totally.
Except no butthole, as far as we know.
Where did the blood come from?
Where did the blood come from? Oh, no. It's fake blood.
That's so wild.
That is extremely strange.
Yeah.
What and what did he get out of it?
What was his motive?
Yeah, what was
Somewhere
the motive?
to stay?
Was it their house?
Yeah.
I missed that part.
It was their
wow.
house.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's like when somebody squatter comes in and he just couldn't think of a better reason than fake cartel. That's incredible.
And then he didn't want them to
just go to the cops
to dislike him. Too late, bro.
Hey, well, you guys, I don't want to be in a cartel. Can I live here?
What a weenie head.
How weird is that?
Yeah, strangest story I've ever heard.
Yeah.
The cartel wants me to hold you hostage, but I hope you like me. Weird. That's the weirdest thing ever.
So, like, he's dating the girlfriend, and then it was like, okay, it's me and you and your family. You have to do what I say, or the cartel's going to get you.
Yeah.
The cartel who I work for.
Well, why even bring the cartel into it?
Right. And, like, if you worked for the cartel, I feel like you wouldn't tell anybody.
And how did it end? What was the ending? What was the final?
Like, how did he get caught?
Yeah.
I don't know how he got caught.
Finally got sick of getting their head held under the water. Okay, that's enough. I'd rather get shot by the cartel.
This is a 23-year-old asshole.
They need to make a movie out of this.
That's so crazy. I would watch it.
Probably watch it.
Yeah. A 6-month duping, dude.
Yeah.
And I mean, and so nobody's working if you can't leave the house for more than 2 hours. That's crazy.
Just marry the daughter, get engaged, whatever. Live there. Why is it so hard?
Why is it so hard?
Okay, I need answers to this. I need some conclusions.
Yeah.
It's like a reverse Stockholm syndrome, isn't it?
Right.
Or is it Stockholm syndrome? That's where you fall in love with your kidnapper, right?
Right.
Maybe they... Well, this was fear, though. This wasn't love. This was fear.
He's got a slew of charges.
They didn't want their daughter to get killed.
Dominic Garcia, charged with 28 counts, most of them felonies, in connection with the hostage situation.
I mean, they're not going to like you if they find out you lied either. So what makes a difference? Why not just not lie and then see if they like you?
So the cops responded because they got a call from someone claiming that him and his family have been held against their will by Garcia, the daughter's boyfriend. The family comprised of 7 people, including the complainant identified as RS and Garcia's girlfriend, who is pregnant. Awesome. So the call, they just said they weren't able to take it anymore.
Well, I mean, you had it. You had her knocked up. I mean, you had everything you needed.
Yeah.
Just live in the basement.
So him and his wife allowed Garcia to move into their home in December because he was dating their daughter. Almost immediately afterward, Garcia told the family that his family was part of the business, part of a business that has ties to the cartel, and they needed to do certain things and be diligent in their safety.
But he was torturing them.
Well, he wasn't torturing them, but...
Wait, whose head got held under the water?
Well, I suppose, that would be torture.
I mean, what's that all about?
So he had a gun, said he was carrying it to protect the family.
Okay.
He would rack the gun and take
So it's a scare tactic.
the magazine out in the living room, making the family feel threatened.
Right.
Repeatedly told them that the cartel would kill them if they wouldn't do what they were told.
Don't give me up or I will drown you all. But anyways, how about some ice cream?
Yeah.
What a freaking idiot.
Affidavit says that at one point Garcia told the family that his grandfather's business did a bad deal and that they needed to leave their home for a while.
Oh, wow.
That's when they left for a month and did a little road trip. When they came back, a member of the family sent a message to a friend explaining that the cartel was trying to kill them. When Garcia saw the message, things got very bad. That's when he started threatening them and whatever.
Okay.
Garcia also ordered that this chick do boot camp for 4 weeks, which included 5 workouts per day and ice baths. Oh, no.
This guy's into some ice kink or some ice water kink or something. All right. Yeah. A couple of red flags there. And then again, I always say this thing. It's like you never know. You drive by a house that looks sus. And you're like, oh, like you see the van with no windows. You're like, there's a body in there.
Right.
Look, keep your head on a swivel, man. You never know. People are acting strange. It's probably for a reason. They needed to go through
who you're sleeping with.
Well, they had a chance to go to the cops, but they didn't. It's the whole story is odd.
Can't say cartel on the radio.
What part of the city or country was it in?
Utah.
Yeah, okay. I guess.
Man, the Mormons are nice.
Hey, while you're holding my head under the water, could you shampoo my while I'm down here? Could we just rinse and condition? Shampoo. Weird.
I'm not getting the lather I like.
You freaking weirdo.
Yeah.
Well, I assume now what?
Oh, he's got a boatload of charges.
Okay.
I mean, fella, he's going away. He's going away. Yeah.
So he was on a power trip and like a cartel wannabe. Maybe the real cartel wouldn't let him in.
Yeah, wild, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you were already in the house. Why did you need to control the situation?
Yeah.
I mean, there's something not right upstairs, clearly.
You clearly had it by the vagina, and you screwed it all up.
They welcomed you into their house, and then you're just like, oh, I'm going to come home with blood on me and be like, I'm in the cartel. You better be careful.
Yeah, how do you sustain that life? Fun.
The JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe. Catch a new show every Monday through Friday, 6 till 10 a.m. on 94.1 JJO or streaming anywhere in the JJO app. Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.